We are Linda and Frank Richardson. Our daughters, Sophia and Samantha, twins, 5 years old, attend Pediatrics Plus preschool, and they also receive speech, occupational, and physical therapy here. The girls were born 6.5 weeks premature, but for the most part, they had a happy, normal infanthood. I think we began to notice right about 2.5 that there were a few milestones that they hadn't hit yet. They didn't have a lot of communication between each other. They had never held hands, not with us, not with each other. They were mostly just kind of off in their own little world. When we finally received the dual autism diagnosis, honestly, we didn't know where to start.
So I was just looking up as much information as I could. I knew what autism was, but I didn't.
We knew we needed to be in a place that had a solid community so we can kind of all take the journey together. We found it here. So we started out, I think, doing outpatient therapy at the Little Rock location, and it was, a couple of hours a day here and there, a few times a week. We got the girls acclimated to it. We discovered the preschool, and we can't imagine life any other way now.
My first early interactions with Sophia and Samantha were almost 2 years ago. We saw them at the Little Rock location. We really got to form that really great relationship with both their parents. Seeing them walk in, they were matching, of course, as always. And when they saw our clinic, you could just tell they both lit up. I actually treated Samantha first, and my roommate treated Sophia. So our interaction was just trying to get them to play together.
We first noticed when they started therapy that they seemed to be paying a lot more attention to one another. The very first time in Little Rock when we were leaving that facility and they clasped hands on their own for the very first time, the whole school was applauding it. It was such a small thing, yet such a huge thing for us.
I think what amazed me the most was when they first started going, I would be at work and you would send a video. I was like, who took this video? And you would say, the therapist.
Yeah.
And that just kind of blew my mind that they would take the time out to text you during the day. You can just tell that it's more than a job for everybody.
Yeah.
And that means a lot.
I really try to keep in mind, okay, if this were my child, I would want those therapists to be very involved with me as well. We're with Sophia and Samantha, several hours in the week, so I just really try to, keep that contact as open for communication as possible.
I have to say, Kaylee has really spearheaded the whole PECS program with us, and from there, it just, from one thing to another, the next thing you know, they're bringing you that book to read. They're coming to you and offering their hand, come play. And I feel like that they walk around with a more sense of purpose. Going forward, we have so many people, both at the Little Rock location and at Sherwood, to thank for our progress. They've done it as a community. It's hard to thank one particular person. We've had great speech therapists, occupational therapists, physical therapists, teachers aides. The cafeteria lady in Little Rock greeted us every day with open arms. It's been a very positive experience, not just for the girls, but for our whole family.